Hello darlings, it's Showbiz and welcome to my new online show, The Showbiz Show, where each week we feature celebrity gossip and showbiz's kind of people, where every week we travel around the country to find the weird, the wacky and the talented. Exclusive celebrity interviews. Make sure you tune in. Cheers! Well, as you know on the Showbiz Show, we like to feature new and up-and-coming talent. And I'm delighted to welcome here today at the swanky Sanctum Hotel here in sunny Soho, the Italian stallion himself, the wonderful Andrea Giovanni.
Everyone, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
How is that for an introduction?
That's amazing. That's amazing. Never been introduced such an amazing
Well,
way.
Andrea, thank you for coming to the Showbiz Show. Thank you for being here today.
I know, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is. How is life for you?
Life has been so amazing recently. I've just graduated from my uni, which is BIM London, and I've just released a new single, which is called Close to the Dark.
So, you're originally from Rome in Italy.
I moved 4 years ago because I did a TV show experience in Italy, which was really fun, and I got to discover a touch of the entertainment world. But I was 19-year-old, so I was like really young, really inexperienced, and at some point in my life I decided that, you know, there was something more for me to learn. And I felt quite strict in Italy. I didn't feel like that country could really help me grow, especially on a personal level more than anything. So then I decided all of a sudden, quite abruptly, like it was October 2013, I remember, and I just went to my mom and I was like, 1 week I'm going to London. In a month's time, all of a sudden I was transplanted from Rome, like hanging around with friends and knowing a lot of people, to like a reality where I didn't know anybody, I had no friends, and I had to basically restart my life from zero.
And you're doing really well. I mean, you are becoming the sensation, and I have to say the sensation of the LGBT community. You are going to be on the main stage at London Gay Pride this summer. Can you tell us the date and where it will be?
Yes, I'm going to be performing on the 8th of July on the Pride main stage in Trafalgar Square.
Tell us about it.
It's so incredible. Basically, I've been invited to sing in this amazing project, which is a song called The Rest of Us, which is going to be the theme song for Pride. And I've been asked to sing a lead line. So I'm going to be in studio next week and also film the video for it, and then be performing it on the main stage at Pride, which is such a dream come true for me.
That is amazing.
Like, one of the main reasons that I moved from Italy was not only the music career, because the music industry in Italy is quite clogged and it's very difficult to make an impression out there, but also because, like, as much as like it is kind of accepted in Italy, but I'd rather say it's acknowledged. Like, people know that there is this reality, but they don't fully embrace it. So I just felt like I was in a box, in a cage. And it was a pretty cage, because I mean, I had, you know, everything. I had friends and people, but I didn't really feel like myself. So I changed and moved here to London. I gotta say, the very first year, it still takes a while, because, you know, the problem most of the time comes from within. Like, it's not if you change the context, something is gonna happen. It's the journey that you look into yourself. But, you know, years after years, I got to know people as well. I got to meet a lot of people from the LGBT scene here, which had made me feel so much like a family. Like, cause I feel that's what we are. That's why, like, we celebrate Pride, and that's what Pride means for me. Pride is like, we are a loving family, and we accept everybody without prejudice, and we actually, you know, push all of us to do better, and we always keep an eye on each other, which I think is so amazing, and it's so important as a community.
Absolutely.
That's why, then only just about like 5 or 6, 7 months ago, I just kind of like, you know, made a step down, and I realized I couldn't keep on living a life of somebody else. I couldn't keep on putting this facade, this kind of disguise of like being acceptable from the industry. And, you know, at some point, I'm just like, you know, screw it. Like, I'm not gonna keep on being a product that somebody else's want me to be, or that this industry pushes you to be. I was like, I want to be this break through new artists, which really empowers the LGBT community and says it as it is out there.
You did something recently, a private event with the BBC, with a well-known BBC presenter.
Yes.
Can you tell us about it?
Absolutely, it was an incredible experience. I get to perform thanks to my uni at the O2 Shepherd Bush Empire, and the host was Hugh Stevens by BBC Radio 1, and that was amazing.
Who hosted
It's
it?
Hugh Stevens by BBC Radio 1,
Stevens,
which
yes,
is
yes.
a huge DJ, especially when it comes to up and coming and new artists.
And did he give you any feedback?
We briefly spoke because he was very nervous and very tense, so he was just doing this long little routine thing. He's like, he would go back 10 minutes before every performance, and he would really study and everything. But I mean, he said that he really liked it, and he complimented me afterwards. And to me, it was one of the biggest live performances I've done, and I was really happy. And so many good things happened, which I cannot tell right now.
Oh, we want to know on the Showbiz Show.
cannot-
We don't take no for an answer.
I can only say that next Tuesday I'm gonna have a meeting in Universal, and that's all I can say.
Oh, so you've let out a bombshell right at the end of the conversation, viewers. You have got a lunch date with Universal Records. So we could be talking to the next best thing in music.
I hope so. I hope so, and it's gonna be anyway, regardless.
Well, we hope that when you do find out what goes on, you'll come back on the Showbiz Show and you'll tell us all about how it goes, because you are the next up-and-coming talent to hit the nation. You have released a new song called Into the Dark. Tell us about the song.
Yeah, it's available on iTunes, Spotify, and Apple Music, and you can also find the video on my Vivo channel.
I have to say, it's a fantastic song mixed with a bit of androgynous, because you are quite an androgynous character, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely, because I feel like sometimes it's cool to have I love all the all the excessiveness and all the flamboyancy of our community, and I absolutely love it. But I do still feel that the best way to sort of get into the mainstream, to break through the mainstream as well, I think is sort of this androgynous look could really be this sort of turning point of mixing the two things together.
Look at David Bowie, Mark Bolan, all the greats.
Hell yes.
Mark Allman, they were all androgynous without being like girls, like a woman. And I love the gold nail varnish. Look at that. Well, we wish you all the best on the Showbiz Show, and will you come back and tell us how you got on at Universal, how Tuesday goes with your meeting with Universal, because I'm sure the future is going to be absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the talent of Andrea Di Giovanni!
I don't mean to be rude, but who are you?
Haven't you seen him on the television?
Showbiz